Kelly Staggs here, American Irrigator, trying to make you a better irrigator. Consider subscribing, that way you don't miss any tips. Now today in this video, I'm going to give you a tip that when you're doing a sprinkler repair, that number one, just dig back a little bit further. If you dig back on the repair, if it's a broken pipe or whatever, dig it out, plenty good to do the repair, but dig it out a little bit more, you might be able to find other potential problems that you can fix right away and right now while you're doing that repair. The other thing is, if you find other fixes that have been made, so if you dig up a leak and you notice that it's been repaired before and there's maybe 2 slip fixes, or like I've got here today, actually I'm going to show you a mess I just found. Cut some of that old stuff out and eliminate some of the older stuff, because it could end up being another problem like we've got here today. Let me just show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I've got this leak here that we've dug up, and so you can see what we're doing was we've come in here, we've added these trees and some berms here as the landscaping part, and we've redone a lot of this irrigation, and we actually came here to lay sod this morning, and I guess I didn't turn this zone off, but it ran last night. Well, anyway, we're still gonna work this and make it work. But I had a leak here, and there was, I don't know if you can see those elbows right over here. We fixed a leak right in this portion here where I'm showing you where my finger's going, and I stopped digging right there. Well, we had a leak come up right here. Well, when I dug all of this out, well, first I dug it out right here and saw this mess I've got, but I already knew I fixed it here, so I dug the whole thing out, cut that out, I put a coupler over here, and I'm gonna bring a straight pipe, and then I'm gonna elbow back down, because these are different heights, so I'm gonna elbow down back into this good pipe over here. Look at what I've dug up. There's a slip fix right here and a compression type fitting right here. It was leaking right here at that compression fitting, and a root had already smashed this pipe, which is what caused this other leak over here. But as I'm doing this repair, instead of leaving any of this, we're gonna cut all of this out, bypass, cut it out and bring good solid pipe back into this other good pipe that's already been replaced as well. So when you're doing this repair, if I dug back a little bit more, I might have found this stuff. But now, when I found this, instead of just fixing another one little spot, go ahead and dig this out, get good pipe over here. I'm only have 2 other fittings here, eliminate all this crushed pipe and all these other slip fixes and compression fittings and all that. Get all that stuff out of there. Now you're gonna have a good solid straight pipe. See, I cut this out, and you can see, look how loose this is. So it's definitely leaking right here, but then, I don't know if you can see this in the video. You see that crack? That's from a root. Well, that just came out right there. Cut all this out, redo it. This is what I cut out of this thing. I tried to clean it up so you could see it. Now what I'm thinking is that at some point somebody repaired it and they used this contraption right here, which is actually 4 different pieces. And then I think there was another leak, probably from those roots, and they cut it out and just slip fixed, and I'm thinking this was done after this one, or this was a homemade job, this was a professional. And if this was a professional, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Don't just dig up to this and fix it from here. Take this out. There's no reason, if you've already got this dug up, no reason, and like I did, no reason to leave any of this stuff. But if you came back after and just did this repair with the slip fix, don't leave this in there. Dig back a little bit further, cut this out too, and do one either solid pipe or use a slip fix, whatever you want to use. But don't do 2 repairs right back to back, because what happened was, well, the pipe slid out of this side like you saw, and then there was another leak anyway. Another good tip for you: try to simplify your repair as much as you can. This is a lot of places where something could go wrong right here. So try to do a good job, and this worked for a time, I guess, but it's a little bit complicated. You didn't really have to use all this exact stuff. Now I want to show you this repair. See how clean, much cleaner and simpler this is? Only 3 fittings here. Very clean, good way to do it. So when you're doing a repair, dig back a little bit more. Don't just repair one little small spot, because if you dug back a little bit more, you might have found another problem, and it had saved you from having coming back. And I've seen it too, where there's been little splices and fixes. Instead of doing a bunch of little ones, dig all that out, take all of it out, and then fix maybe a longer piece of pipe. Check out some of our other videos on irrigation installation and repairs.